Diane, you did too torment Tricia online, and she is mentally ill. I can't believe you even had the nerve to type in the chat some shit about, are you her doctor? And that wasn't even directed at me, but I seen it. Oh, so now we're back to questioning if Tricia even suffers from mental illness. Are you kidding me, homegirl? So you're telling me Diane was just a victim of Tricia's? A poor victim of Tricia's? Give me a break. She said, Tricia called my ex-husband. Why did Tricia call your ex-husband, Diane? Diane, you've got to be one of them. Because Diane, please, seriously, I'm not even trying to be argumentative. What did Tricia do to you first? Tell me this. Tell me your story. Hell, you want to come up? I'll give you a link. And
hello, everyone. It's past my bedtime.
Oh, mine too. So we'll make it snappy. Tell us what the hell she did to you. Plead your case.
Okay. So I found Tricia. I guess how everyone else found her. I don't know. She came when I recommended. She was on a live. I didn't know anything about lives. And she's up there talking about being harassed, right? So I didn't know really.
And this was before, well, obviously before Dr. Phil.
Wait. I didn't even really know Randy yet. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know anything.
I think it was like month and year, roughly.
Oh, God. All right. So I'm probably going to say it was the end of maybe 2016.
No. It'd have to be the end of 2017.
No,
you're right. 16. Sorry, 16.
16, yeah.
Okay. You know what I noticed, Diane?
Yeah.
A lot of us came at like the same time. It's like it had to be a YouTube algorithm type thing.
Yeah. And I was really new. And she pops up in my recommended. She's live. So I hear her going off on, saying she's being harassed by these women. And they happen to be, of course, Shar and Tracy from Germany, but I didn't know who they were. And she sounded really serious that she was being harassed online. So me being, this nice person, she put out her phone number, right? She put out her phone number. So I called her. And I said to her, if you're really being harassed online, there's ways that you can handle that. I mean, I was giving her advice. And then she kind of blew me off. Like, she didn't want to talk to me, and she blew me off. And I left. I just went away. And then little by little, I started finding people. I found Randy. Randy's one of the first people that I found. And I started watching her videos. And then, lo and behold, I see her, putting up videos about Tricia, right? So, anyway.
Wait, you saw who putting up videos about Tricia? Sorry.
Randy.
Okay. Oh, Randy. Okay.
All right. So Randy was one of the first channels I started watching and commenting on. And then, I don't know, she apparently got a call from that Donna Marie person. Do you know who Donna Marie is?
Yeah.
Okay. So they were, I don't know, I guess she was calling her about something and trying to explain something to her. And then she confused me and that woman together. And she started saying, oh, I know that woman's from Pennsylvania. How she knew I was from Pennsylvania, I have no clue. She started confusing us. So then that kind of went away. And then, of course, the pizza thing came up, right? So she's live, because now I'm watching her for a while. So she was live one night. She got pizzas delivered. And then she said
and something. That was you. We've established.
No, not the first time.
Oh, okay.
I sent the second pizza. So,
you know what? Now, hold on. I bet that probably was ATX that sent the first pizzas. And Ash, you're confused. ATX has probably confessed to that since she's been with Sean. And if she put my name in it, she only included my name to try to damage me in some way. They look like a longtime liar or something. I never paid attention to Tricia it was almost a good solid year before I finally was like, okay, what the fuck? It was really around the time of Dr. Phil and her going to jail was the first time I ever really turned my attention to her, other than always trying to tell y'all, leave that mentally ill woman alone. So
she said that her daughter said, why'd you send a pizza back? I want a pizza. So I was with Randy, and we were in a little chat together, and I said, I'm going to send her pizza. And I didn't think it was that bad of a thing, you know. I actually looked it up first to see if it was illegal. I did Google it. And then
I believe that.
I did. I Googled it because I wanted to see if I could get in trouble for doing that. So I Googled it, and apparently a lot of people do that. So I sent her a pizza, but everybody forgets the garlic knots. I sent her garlic knots, too. I sent her a nice
You were kind enough to send garlic knots. Did you pay for it, or did she have to pay for it?
No, I didn't pay for it, but I didn't think that she would take it. She sent the other pizzas back. So she took it, and then she ate it, and then that whole thing with the anaphylaxis, I'm watching it, and I'm thinking, oh, my God, maybe she really has a allergic reaction, and I'm getting all, like, really nervous, thinking
You're
that...
You're going to jail now.
Yeah.
You didn't Google that, did you?
No, but here's the thing. Then the whole thing turned into that black pepper, extra black pepper was put on it because everybody knows on the internet, she said, everybody knows that I'm allergic to black pepper. And I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't know you were allergic. So I'm dying thinking I'm going to jail for killing someone.
Wait. Oh, you just happened to pick Michelangelo's? Is that right?
Yes, I went online and I put in, you know, pizzerias near where she was living, and that one came up. So I called. I did put on a little slight Southern accent. Believe it or not, because when Crystal told her, she said she had a little bit of a Southern accent, which I thought was funny because I do a terrible Southern accent. But I made my voice real low and I kind of talked in a little accent. So I couldn't be recognized, right? So anyway.
You actually, hold on. You just so happened to pick a pizza place. You probably thought Michelangelo's was a catchy name for a pizza joint, Seaside, right?
Yeah. And there weren't many places around there other than Domino's, which she got delivered the night before.
Oh, so, yeah. Okay, right. So you had to pick another one.
Exactly.
And Crystal, mother-loving Earhart, of all motherfuckers.
And Crystal Lowe. And I didn't know who she was. She was just the person who answered the phone.
You had no idea that she actually knew Tricia.
Exactly. I mean, come on. What a coincidence. I mean, get out of here.
I mean, this is comedy now in retrospect.
You know, I wasn't bullying that woman. I never bullied her.
I didn't say you bullied her. But, I mean, Diane, can we, for once and for all... Diane, can we once and for all be real fucking honest about the Crystal Earhart involvement? In fact, that's where your story, where we naturally left off. So let's pick up with that. So just so happens.
All right.
Okay. So you order the pizza. How does that go from you just happen to order the pizza and Crystal answers to now she's live streaming regularly?
Oh, okay. I can explain how that happened. Tricia went down to Michelangelo's with her camera on. Stormed into the pizzeria and wanted her to listen to Marla's voice. She thought it was Marla who called in the pizza, and she had it in for Marla, right?
That pop stop. She had it in for Marla.
Oh yeah, they were. Yeah, she was going at Marla. She was doxing her records, making fun of her. The Percocet, selling her pussy for Percocets, all that kind of stuff. So she was convinced that it was Marla.
Right.
Only be Marla.
I mean, why though? Why was Tricia going after Marla? What did Marla do?
Well, because apparently Marla had left some kind of comments in Sean's comment section and I've never seen them, but they were supposed to be where she said that she would suck his dick or something.
Marla tracked down Crystal.
Right. So no. What happened was, I'm trying to remember now. I think after that incident with Tricia going there, I think that Crystal made a YouTube account, and then somehow Marla and her got in touch through YouTube.
Crystal probably made a YouTube account because Tricia went in there live streaming and explained to her, I'm YouTube, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So Tricia, you technically are the one who introduced Crystal into the community. Like, like had you not sent the pizza.
Right. If I had not called there, and then, but I didn't have anything to do with her coming on to YouTube. That was her decision to come onto YouTube. I had no communication with her.
On it. How's that?
I had no communication with her at all. So Marla
supposedly Marla's the one who connects with Crystal.
Yes.
But and what people don't realize is Crystal started out Tricia's friend. Tricia had helped in real life, as we all remember. Tricia gave her a fucking pair of pants and some kitchen cookware before YouTube.
Yes.
Right? Tricia had helped her, tried to help her.
Yes.
And when Tricia went into Michelangelo's thinking, this Marla person is, sending me pizzas and, actually reaching out into my real life. So Tricia goes in there and she just wants to talk to whoever took the order of the pizza and say, hey, did it sound like this person? Lo and behold, she opens the door and it's, hey, I know that girl. That's Crystal. That's the girl I tried to help.
Yes.
And very quickly, Crystal turned on her because Crystal's a piece of shit. And I've always said that to this day. Because what happened was when Crystal made her little YouTube account and found the community and realized that it was a whole lot of people hating on Tricia, she had to go with the crowd. She had to go with, the popular girls. And boy, she catapulted to internet drama community superstardom real quick, didn't she?
Well, yeah. Because of the whole thing with, the pizza and her being the person at the pizza place. And, So then when Tricia found out, because the whole community exposed to me, he found out that I sent the pizza. And then she started doing strange things, to me. She made up this crazy story that I was impersonating her, sending her emails, making her believe that Makeup by Mandy was selling drugs, that her husband was part of drug shit. She got on 2 live streams and called my name out, my whole fucking name, and said that I was behind it all. And she's crazy. That never happened.
I remember that. That's when we say your full name 3 times.
Yeah. I said, this woman is off. And I sent her a message. I said, knock it off, Tricia, or I'm going to handle you legally. Stop it. And then she stopped, but she kept, every time she went into, I guess, a cycle, she started bringing my name up again.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she got involved with that Daryl Jackson guy,
can we all agree she was definitely manic during that whole...
Oh, yeah.
I think the hype over the hurricane triggered that.
Anyway, when she got hooked up with Daryl Jackson, and then he was pro-Tricia at that point. Remember when he first came on? He was very pro-Tricia. So I'm watching him, and he's got his phone out, right? And he's showing texts. He's scrolling through. He's scrolling through his phone, and I see my information in there.
Oh, and Gerald's phone?
Yeah.
Oh,
and my ex-husband's name.
Oh,
and I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow.
So I contact him after him and Tricia split. So I said to him, and he even said it on his live that he contacted my ex-husband because he was pro-Tricia and she gave him the information.
Did you talk to your ex-husband?
No, my ex-husband wouldn't talk to him. But Tricia gave him Tricia gave it to him. You talked to
your husband and say, did a man named Gerald from the internet contact you?
Yes.
And he said yes, but I refused to talk to him.
Yes, because my ex-husband would never speak that to him. But Tricia gave him the information and asked him to call.
And this was, when was that hurricane? Summer of 2018, wasn't it?
Yep.
And by then, you and Wendy had, moved on, started your own little thing.
Oh yeah, I moved on from her. And listen, I wasn't even part of the Dr. Phil shit. I wasn't in that group. You know who was in that group. There was a lot of people in that group. Now, you want to talk about the whole thing with Crystal and, and getting her, going.
Yeah.
All right.
Tell me you weren't involved in that, Miss $50 for gas.
Okay, I did. I gave her $50 for gas. That's it, though. I did not give her $50. She had already been arrested once when that $50 was given to her. But there was a whole group of women, and I'm not going to name every woman that was in that group. There was a shitload of women in a group trying to help her get whatever videos that they can get and all that kind of stuff. And I got thrown out. I got thrown out of the group, and I won't say why, but I was thrown out of the group. Huh?
Didn't ATX throw you out?
No, she wasn't in that group.
Okay.
She wasn't in that group. There were women that were trying to help Crystal. And I won't say who was in there. But I shared okay, so what happened was she did get paperwork that she was going to be arrested. This was the first time or the second time. I think it was the second time. I can't even remember now. But I shared it with someone because I thought it would make them happy, and it got out that I did that, and they all threw me out and blocked me.
Wow. Who did you share it with?
Randy.
Oh, fuck, man.
But it wasn't a big deal. It was, it was just a piece of paper saying that this was going to happen, and I thought it would make her happy because of what Tricia was doing to B about her cancer. What she was saying, I hope you lose your vocal cords and you can't talk anymore and you have to do sign language. It was really nasty. But by the way, all those women are friends with me again. At the time, they were just upset with me because I shared it out of the group. So, yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, but the whole Crystal thing.
All right. So what else do you want to know about that?
I remember distinctly Crystal was live streaming damn near as much as Tricia was.
Agreed, they were. And in fact, Savage was also streaming with her because they were the Pink Glitter Gang or whatever.
Oh my God, Diane, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, so they were both together. And listen, if you don't think for 1 minute that whoever was helping Crystal out at the time, said to her, you gotta pull back.
Oh,
you gotta stop this. We did. And for anybody who might be in here right now who was in that group, you can confirm that. We told her to stop.
And she didn't because she hooked up with that dipshit over there, Savage, and the stupid fucking Glitter Gang group.
Yeah, and they were, going pretty hard. And that would not look good, right, for a court case.
You're exactly right. That's why she deleted all of her videos and streams and Glitter Gang and all that.
And I'm just being honest here. I'm being 100% honest.
No, it's true. And did she or did she not delete all of those fucking streams right before she went to the match?
Well, yes, she did. But I am sure that somebody had them recorded. We know that.
Stop that. Don't. You and I both know back during that time, people weren't recording the way they do now. No, ma'am.
Well, I think Angela...
Wait, hold on. If somebody had them recorded, wouldn't it be Tricia, if anybody? Or somebody who's sympathetic or sides with Tricia, right?
Well, Angela was.
Hold on. Yeah, we've never seen her. Have you ever seen a clip or a replay of any of Crystal's bullshit? Any of that Glitter Gang shit?
No.
No, so no, they weren't. No, ma'am. What everybody thought back then, as far as getting in front of a judge in a court of law, the court will subpoena you two for the blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? No, the fuck they won't. No, the fuck they didn't. They didn't. Didn't the whole fucking thing get thrown out? Didn't the court literally say, get the fuck out of my face, both of you?
Yeah, what happened, there was some kind, I can't remember what it was called. Oh, my God, what was that called that was signed on the paper? It wasn't, I remember, okay, so what the paperwork did say is that, in other words, this was going to be dismissed, but they would hold on to this, and if she did anything like this again, meaning cyber-related, that she would get the original,
Ash? I'm sure Ash remembers the term.
Yeah, something like they wouldn't, Do you remember what the term was, Ash? I can't remember.
Because I promised you I have the actual document.
But, if she didn't do anything like that again, it would be fine. But if she did anything like that again and it came back into the court, then they would use that case again against her.
Yeah. Everybody holds Tricia to the standard that, of people who don't suffer from mental illness, who aren't struggling with mental illness and,
Right.
their medications not being regulated and shit. Everybody expects Tricia to behave the way, quote unquote, we do, who, aren't in some sort of constant, manic cycle or whatever, while at the same time pointing out all the things they're doing that are textbook manic cycle type shit. Is that, I am not alone, is what I'm saying.
I'm not disagreeing with you, and I did leave her alone, and Wendy even left her alone, and I even commended her when she went back to school. I said it on my stream. I said I find it very commendable that she can go to school and take courses like philosophy. That's difficult to do after you haven't been in school. So,
what was it that you said on your? Because I said in the chat, I didn't see it or hear anything. What was it the girl over there in Randy's stream was complaining about? You said she said she didn't like the way you talked about Tricia tonight or something.
All we said was Tricia got sentenced after all this time. Someone said it was 48 hours in jail. That's all we did. We said, and the only other thing that we did was we went to Kirsty's old streams. Remember when Kirsty came up with the Patty Patch doll? Do you remember that? All right, that was funny. Come on, that was funny shit.
Yeah! Just like, and I don't care, fight me, don't care. The Barbies were fucking hilarious. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so, and I showed that, but we weren't tearing her down. That, I gotta just be honest with that Christy person, by the way, she's a little bit of a, she does that. She comes into our chat, she says some things. She doesn't like Wendy, so I think that might have been part of it. She doesn't like Wendy. Fine.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then they were both stupid enough to go on Dr. Phil. I want to read something that Pete wrote that is being buried in the chat. That glitter gang shit was fucked. They were posting extremely violent videos of girls beating the shit out of other girls and then alluding to somebody they were going to jump. They sure were. And let's who were the members of the glitter gang again? Crystal Earhart, Savage. Was it not Stephanie Brown as well?
No. No. Stephanie Brown was not part of that.
Okay, well, who was it besides?
I think it was just the glitter gang part was just Savage and Crystal.
Just the two of them with the glitter gang? That's all they could get on board with the glitter gang? Was just the two of them?
Well, because look, were they going to really go and beat Tricia up? They weren't really going to go do that, but it got messy. The whole thing did really get messy. And that's why we said to Crystal, if you're really taking this to court, you have to lay off of this shit.
Kat says, I was hanging with them. Stephanie was too. Yeah, she was. Thank you, Cash.
But wait, Cash, was she actually saying that she was part of the glitter gang? I don't remember that.
There were others, and I'm pretty sure Amanda Love was too.
Well, I wasn't part of the glitter gang.
Matter of fact, Stephanie even got her a pink glittery backdrop right before she went into rehab that last time. Or work release, or wherever the fuck it is she went.
Well, again, I didn't consider Cash or Stephanie to be part
Bless
of it.
this mess was in the glitter gang, and now Bless this mess got wrenches all over the place, don't she?
No. Hold
on. I'm sorry, Deanna. I'm going to have to stop you. We're not going to gloss this over. Okay. Crystal, the girl. Hold on. I just want to make sure everyone understands this. Crystal, the pizza girl, teamed up with Savage and a couple others who are still in this community to this day, formed this thing called the quote-unquote glitter gang. Were literally stalking down Tricia. Tricia never went and located where the hell Crystal was shopping at the Piggly Wiggly on a Sunday morning. No, she didn't. Tricia never figured out where the hell Crystal was at the intersection and mowed her down. No, she didn't.
How do you listen, Sam? You don't know that for a fact because they lived in the same town. It's a small little town.
Tricia was live all the time back then, just like she is now. She never did that. But Crystal did, okay? And don't forget, this was while Crystal was teamed up with Savage, and they had formed a thing called the Glitter Gang, and they were posting videos, extremely violent videos of girls beating other girls up and alluding to the fact that they were going to go beat Tricia up. And then it ended up in Crystal deleting, Pizza Girl Crystal deleting all those videos off her YouTube, and Diane and a few others giving her gas money.
I gave
to the magistrate's office to file stalking and harassment charges on Tricia. She then went back over to Doughboy's parents where they live, where she was crashing at the time. And she started going live again, but this time she was very, very scared for her life, her children's lives. Her whole life had been destroyed by Tricia. She was terrified. She was considering going into witness protection, and she saw that shit all the way through until the judge finally threw it out. She kept going to court, being the little victim. Never mentioned Glitter Gang in court, did ya there, Crystal? No. Sorry, Diane. I just want to make sure people are understanding. We're talking about Tricia and Tricia attacking somebody in open court. Now she's spending 48 hours in jail for it. This shit that this community did to Tricia, while we want to nail Tricia to the cross for shit that she's doing that doesn't have shit to do with this community. She was in court with that man for something that had to do with her car, and he was the mechanic. Didn't have shit to do with YouTube. Ain't got nothing to do with us. But we want to nail her to the cross because she clobbered. And wasn't he like some kind of pedo wife beater or something? Didn't that motherfucker have it coming extra? Yes, I think he did. But beside the point. But y'all did worse to Tricia. Stalked her, harassed her, threatened her, made glitter gangs, and went after her and shit. Man, y'all, I'm sorry, Diane, but y'all see now why? For you have your responsibility, Diane, in setting the bar in this community. You do.
Yeah, but that's why I did it.
You do. You were one of the original people to participate in actually taking it past the computer screen and reaching out and touching into someone's life in some way, shape, or form. And I don't want to hear Tricia done it to me first. No, Diane, okay? And still, you had a choice whether or not you were gonna participate and do it yourself, and you did. So you have a responsibility, and the way shit is.
I didn't even have my channel yet.
Whatever, Diane. Okay, so what? You built your channel. Hold on. You built your channel off the notoriety and the clout and the attention that you gained by the shit you did to Tricia and your involvement and all that real life shit with Tricia. Yes, the fuck you did.
No, I did not.
Okay. Oh, really? Had nothing to do with it.
No, I don't think so.
You're just, bullshit, man.
No, we had 3 lives.
The majority of your subscribers and viewers for a very long time were OGDC. You didn't start branching out.
I didn't say that, but what I'm telling you is we only did, when I started my channel, we did 3 lives on Tricia, because at that point, she was fucking with my life and telling lies about me. And that's why
you were in the Tricia community for, by your own admission now, a good solid 1.5 years before you started your channel. And you're going to tell me that your high-ranking involvement and all that Tricia shit for the 1.5 years before you started your channel had fuck all to do with you building that channel the way you have? No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No. I started my channel.
All right.
I started my channel. I responded to shit that she was accusing me of.
Yeah, I was in this community for that same 1.5 years, and I was in no way, shape, or form in the Tricia community. My involvement in this community was not centered around Tricia or any of the subsets, subgroups, sub-communities, sub-stories thereof. Yours was.
Listen, the whole fucking drama community took advantage of the things that Tricia was doing between Takedown Man. How many times did Katie have her on a fucking channel? Are you kidding me?
It was already so fucking well established before Tricia even knew what YouTube was. Get out of here with that. I'm hanging. Anyway, I swear to God, Diane, exactly what you said. And if we had to list the top 5 people involved in the OGDC Tricia shit, girlfriend, you're like at least number 2 on that list. Come the fuck on.
Well, I also had no part in getting her onto Dr. Phil.
Okay, well, you had no part with getting her on Dr. Phil, but you had part with getting her in jail. You did.
I didn't get her. Stop saying I got her in jail. I gave Crystal $50 in gas money because no one else had the money to give her. I gave her a $50 gas card.
You supported her driving to the magistrate's office,
well, she was
lying to them, misleading them. Because let's not forget, she was part of the glitter gang. She was stalking Tricia down, harassing the hell out of her, and then she deleted all that shit off YouTube before she drove to the magistrate's office and told them a very, very, very skewed version of events. You supported that, yes or no?
I was listen.
You literally supported.
Listen, I was in a group with about 20 women, okay, who were all helping to get Crystal.
I don't care about the other 19. You supported it. You of all people could not deny that you supported it. You literally financially supported it.
Yeah,
so you knew she was going there with the intent of
course she was going there.
And you knew she'd be thrown in jail. At that point, had Tricia really done anything to you or to Crystal, and in all honesty, to warrant her being thrown in fucking jail for that?
Did she do anything to me?
Yeah.
It wasn't my case. It wasn't my case. I wasn't taking her to court. I was going to go down to North Carolina and get a no contact order on her.
Back up. Do you think I've done anything at this point to, let's say, I don't know, pirate that would warrant me going to jail?
No.
Okay. So if pirate were to contact you and be like, look, fuck this bitch. I'm going to go to the magistrate and get a warrant out on her, get her thrown in jail, because I feel strongly that she should be put in jail for all the mean things she says about me on the internet, but I need gas money. Can I get $50? What would you say?
That you were going to
not my case, but here's $50.
If you were going to court and you said to a bunch of women, I have no gas, can anybody help out?
No, not just going to court. No. Okay, going to court for what? Because why does that not, why are you omitting the fact that you knew the reason she needed to go to the magistrate was to get a warrant out for Tricia's arrest, and you supported that? Even though you're admitting now that, no, Tricia didn't do anything that warranted her being thrown in jail. But you supported it. You made sure that Crystal...
All right. So if we're going to put it in terms of that I gave her $50 for gas because she was going to court or to the magistrate's office or wherever the fuck she was going, yeah. So then that would constitute me supporting it. Okay. Then I'm guilty of that.
What the hell? Well, yeah, you are. Thank you for admitting that. Right.
I'm not being a liar. I'm telling everything.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, listen.
Irish Marie, darling. No, I didn't tell her from day one. If you listen to my story, I actually tried to help that woman before I knew any of the fucks in the drama community.
So all this time, you're just kind of jaded because you sincerely tried to help her in the beginning, and she kind of, things got a little crazy for her. Things got out of control for her. Impersonating her at her jugular. Maybe she got, some things mixed up. Maybe she was a little paranoid. She got you confused with Donna. And what, she just slighted? That was such a slight for you that you literally...
No, it was more than that. She went on a live stream and said that I was impersonating her and telling her that it was, all the lies about Mandy, Makeup by Mandy. She made all that shit up. She knows she did. She accused her of being a drug dealer. She accused her husband of being a drug dealer, who was a doctor at the time. Come on now. Stop. She's not innocent.
I'm still failing.
She was fucking with my life. What, over a pizza? Get the fuck out of here.
How was she fucking with your life?
I told you, she had that guy call my ex-husband.
That was way later. That was after the hurricane, Diane.
I've been doing that stuff for 2 years.
What did she do prior to that? To
oh
you?
My God. I just told you.
I'm just going to say it. I think you're full of shit. I think you called an attorney in North Carolina way before Crystal went to the magistrate. In fact, I think it was that attorney in North Carolina who told you about that little
No. See, now you're making up a story.
Pizza girl.
No.
Now the fuck she is. You're the one who told bullshit.
Bullshit.
You know? Okay, well, you know what? I ain't the only one who picked up what you inadvertently put down here this evening, Diane.
No, I was trying to explain to you why I was trying to
magistrate and tell them.
Oh my God. Sam, I'm not gonna. Sam,
the girl who was at the time, I believe, legally married, had lost her kids, had been thrown out by her husband. Okay, was shacked up with Brian, who held a knife to her throat and assaulted her at one point. She was, 29 years old, maybe, or something like that? Lived in North Carolina for years and years. You telling me Crystal Pizza Girl knew that North Carolina had this thing where you could just waltz into any given day of the week and take a warrant out on somebody?
No, I
am not listed as the plaintiff in umpteen 11 more cases before she ever met you? Bullshit. You're the one who told her about that.
All right, I'm done. You're creating the same shit.
Bye. Bullshit. And I don't give a fuck. You're not going to tell me that's not exactly how the fuck that went down.